Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, car wash attendant arrested as stolen car recovered in intense Mandeville chase. A man said to be a car wash attendant was nabbed in Mandeville, Manchester, hours after he stole a Honda motor car from his workplace in Meepen, Clarendon on Tuesday. Preliminary reports are that about 3 p.m., the owner of the Honda Stepwagon left her car at a car wash in Meepen. The owner was shortly after alerted that an attendant drove her vehicle away from the car wash. The vehicle was tracked to a heavily vegetated area on the outskirts of Mandeville, and the police alerted. Following a search operation, police attempted to intercept the stolen vehicle on Caledonia Road near a Burger King outlet. During a chase, the attendant, who was driving the car, hit several vehicles and reportedly crashed it into a utility pole. Two other men who were in the vehicle managed to escape on foot. Police said a shootout ensued and the driver was apprehended. The police believe the men were plotting to commit a robbery spree in Mandeville. The incident resulted in people scampering for cover after hearing the loud explosions and saw frantic scenes in Mandeville. A relative of the car owner commended the police for their swift response in recovering the stolen vehicle.
Quick, I'm not telling you, Jamaican police, I have nothing bad to say about them again. The system are improved because as we call the police, them and with them for the way police, them did it with way. As of today, I have nothing bad to say about police. Police, them do them work. I'm hats off to the Jamaican police. And if they never quick respond and key in them situation. I mean, hats off to the Jamaican police, especially the police them in Mandeville. Hats off to them, man. God knows. Very swift and them have experts to them. Not just move and them well prepare to tackle issues like this. Hats off to the police them. That's amazing right now. Police them do their job today. Well, I have some tighter security measures. And me know criminal element now go like that. But may I tell you, if you have a better Jamaica, that is a necessary factor going forward. Tighter security after there to people who are the legit business so that we can raise a family and do business and make this society improve. Because we are coming from far away and I like how the police them respond to this, brother, because as a person who in a person, you know, may I tell you, I have nothing bad to say about the police right now. It is very necessary, it is most adamant that we have to work with the police. Because if we don't work with the police or criminal, then we have to work with. And you know a criminal go, anytime they don't get to them way, they will get rid of you. So it is very necessary.
Taxi driver caught on camera vandalizing JUTC bus in road rage. A taxi driver was caught on camera on Tuesday afternoon vandalizing a Jamaican Urban Transit Company bus in an apparent act of road rage on a section of the Halfway Tree Road. In a video obtained by the news, the visibly angry taxi operator is seen slamming the door of a JUTC bus, which had come to a stop across from the Jamaica Information Service building. He then struck the front door of the bus, then moved to the rear of the vehicle, where he began striking the bus windows, reportedly shattering one. A passenger on the bus told the news that the taxi driver had been picking up passengers at the bus stop when the JUTC bus also pulled in to pick up passengers. When the driver reportedly didn't immediately allow the taxi operator, who was driving a Toyota Probox, to merge into the flow of traffic, he reportedly then exited his vehicle and began slamming the bus doors and windows in frustration. Following the incident, the driver reportedly returned to his car and immediately crashed into another motor vehicle. Police officers and the motorist rushed to hospital following crash involving service truck. Two police officers from the Kingston Central Police Station and the motorist were rushed to hospital on Tuesday afternoon following a motor vehicle crash involving a police service truck and a white BMW motor car at the intersection of Port Royal Street and Orange Street in downtown Kingston. The extent of their injuries is not yet known. The incident reportedly occurred shortly after 5 p.m. Eyewitness reports say the police vehicle was making a turn when the BMW attempted to pass, resulting in a minor crash. Popular food vendor Gregory shot and killed in standpipe. A popular food vendor was shot and killed Tuesday morning in Standpipe, St. Andrew. The incident reportedly occurred sometime after 10 a.m. Residents say the victim, who goes by the name Gregory, frequented several party venues such as a mass camp. One onlooker told the news that Gregory was a sole provider for his two youngest children, ages 2 and 4 years old, and often kept to himself. The crime scene was littered with items of clothing, bloodstains, and spent shell casings. The motive of the killing is unclear. The police are investigating. Chinese nationals again get most work permits issued to foreign nationals, says ESSJ. Jamaica continues to grant most work permits issued to foreigners to Chinese nationals. As is customary, the Chinese led the way last year, accounting for 37% of all work permits granted to foreign nationals. India received 16%, the Dominican Republic 7.1%, Mexico 6.6%, and Cuba 6%. The information is contained in the 2024 edition of the Economic and Social Survey Jamaica, an annual publication of the Planning Institute of Jamaica. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security said it received a total of 5,651 work permit applications in 2024, an increase of 13.3% when compared with 2023. Of the applications received, 3,080 were for renewal and 2,571 were for new permits. Approval was granted for 90.4% of applications, renewals and new. The percentage of new work permit applications and renewals approved were 86.7% and 93.5% of respective applications. Of all the permits approved, 79.5% were issued to males. The survey found that work permit approvals continue to be granted predominantly in the following industries: wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles 2,086, construction 937, and accommodation and food service activities 699. By occupation, the largest number of approvals was registered by managers 2,099, professionals 1,438, technicians and associate professionals 492, and the crafts and the trade-related workers 401. The largest share of approved work permits continued to be issued to persons from the regions of Asia and Latin America, accounting for 57.0% and 16.4% of overall approved permits respectively. Similar to the previous year, nationals from China 1,891 and India 818 registered with the largest number of approved work permits, said the ESSJ. This was followed by the Dominican Republic 361. Under the Foreign Nationals and the Commonwealth Citizens Employment Act 1964, foreign nationals who wish to work in Jamaica must first apply to the Labor Ministry for a work permit. Son in custody after allegedly mowing down father in St. Thomas. The man accused of fatally mowing down his father during a land dispute in St. Thomas is in police custody. The news was informed that the suspect surrendered on Tuesday in the company of his attorney. He is to be questioned in connection with the death of 53-year-old O'Neill Ferrell, a farm worker from Port Morant. It is reported that around 9:15 Monday morning, Mr. Ferrell and his son got into a heated argument over a piece of land. The dispute allegedly became physical. Mr. Ferrell left the scene on his motorcycle, heading towards Golden Grove. It's alleged that his son pursued him in a car and struck him from behind. Police said the impact threw Mr. Farrell nearly 300 feet along the roadway. He died at the scene. 2 illegal guns seized, several suspects detained in St. Andrew North. The St. Andrew North Police on Tuesday seized the 2 illegal guns and detained several suspects during a series of raids across the division. One Springfield Armory Hellcat 9mm pistol, along with several rounds of ammunition, was seized at a premises along Grand Spend Drive. A suspect was arrested in relation to the seizure. During another operation in Cassava Peace, the cops seized a .22 pistol at a property along Manor Drive. Another suspect was arrested in connection with that seizure. Superintendent Randy Sweeney, head of the St. Andrew North Police, told the news that several other people were detained in the operations, which also involved members of the military. He said the detainees are being processed. Superintendent Sweeney also listed 2 persons of interest being sought for questioning in relation to murder committed in the division. They are Carl Sargent, otherwise called the Blackie or Blacks, and Chevoy Hilton, otherwise called the Joey. Both are from Golden Springs St. Andrew addresses. They are being asked to report to the Constant Spring Police Station. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.